Good morning, staff, students, and parents. Before I start this long speech, I would like to wish my fellow classmates who are presenting today good luck. I'll be telling you my qualities and why I would make a great school leader captain, vice captain, or prefect, whichever one you think would suit me best. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. Some things I enjoy doing are riding horses, hanging out with my friends, swimming, and surfing. As you can probably see, I have blonde hair, blue eyes, and I am pretty short. I have two favourite colours, purple and fluoro green. Um, my favourite foods are pizza and chocolate. I have two real brothers and two step-brothers. I will admit, I have made some bad choices, but I have learned from them. In my opinion, qualities are important, so I will share some of mine. Some of my qualities are being kind, honest, and trustworthy. I'm kind by helping you in the playground if you fall over, or I'll play with you if you're a little bit lonely. I'm funny and enthusiastic. I come to school and put a smile on some people's faces. I always try to maintain a positive attitude, even when I am down. I am resilient, honest, I have courage, and I'll do anything for anyone. Now to why I think I'd fit one of those positions. I know I'd fit one of those places well, because I'll push myself in everything I do. I will help any student or teacher, whoever it may be, to stay strong if they are sad or getting bullied, whatever it may be. I'll be a great role model for the younger kids and the older kids too. I will contribute in every activity and I will go on every school cross country and more. My time at Iluka Public School has been great. I have made some great friends and have settled in very well since kindergarten. Thanks to Miss Essery. You really helped me a lot. And thanks to every other teacher because you have helped me a lot too. I will be very sad to leave this beautiful school next year. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone, staff, students, and very, very special guests. Today, my whole class will be talking about why they would make a good prefect, vice captain, or captain. But right now, obviously, you're listening to mine. So may I please have all of your attention? Because I know you'll think mine is the same as the others, but it's not. Because I'm me and my classmates are themselves. Also, to all the classmates behind me, I really hope you have good luck. Because I know you'll make good captains even if you aren't picked. But moving on, if you see me waddling around the school like I do, come up and say hey. But I've been going to this very adequate and underrated school for 6 years. It has been astounding and has uncovered my many talents and has shown you can beat your fears and worries. But I think you get the gist. This speech is about me. I'm not a saleswoman trying to sell you the ticket to our school. Anyway, I'm going to be conversing with you about myself now. 2009, December the 3rd, I was born. And to this very day, I am 11, I have no siblings, but I do have a cat and two loud budgies that keep me lots of company. Now attendance. I've been here every single day since day one, and I've worn my uniform from day one. I love coming to school for learning. I still enjoy being with my friends, but I come to school for the reason other people do. Oh, also, I came from a third world country, the Philippines, and it was quite the free-for-all when I was there. It really does show the difference between a caring, loving neighborhood and a government that cares for their future and the economy. It was eye-opening for me to see the other side of my family doing rooster fights for money. But I'm not saying it's a bad country, because it's beautiful over there. Every day you get to see the beach in Palawan. The flora and fauna are jaw-dropping. The only thing is that I'm telling you how lucky we here are in Australia. But my hobbies are sketching, basketball, dancing, singing, and playing the bongos. I am quite the music monstrosity. I love serene, tranquil songs for calming myself down and learning different scales for my own music. Also, even though I have no sense of sports, I have listed them up there because I enjoy the feeling of team sports and working together to reach a goal. So I've never represented in sports, but there's always next year. On to my achievements. I have won the spelling bee multiple times in my 6 years of being here in the compact high school that Iluka has. I went on and represented Iluka for 6 years. I came second and third. I think I did pretty well. Last year, I got into the final round against a boy called Bowie. His older brother is River, and those of you who don't know him, River won last year against all his competitors, and I'm pretty sure both of them make it to Sydney every year. But nevertheless, I competed against him and lost. But that was fine for me. I felt bad for losing because I was representing for Iluka, but I was reassured it was fine and I did my best. Okay, now I've told you about myself, I would like to get to the part you are voting on. Why I would model and be a good prefect, vice captain, or captain. If you didn't vote me, I wouldn't be questioning why you don't think I'm suitable for the job. I would understand your choices and still be trying my hardest to role model or model the good ethics our lovely teachers and Mr. Bramwell guide us by. But if you would like me to explain why I imagine myself as one of the leaders, here. I don't have much more skills than the average person, but I will tell you that firstly, I will be here to listen to your problems. Even if I seem busy, you can come to me and I'll try and listen to your problems and help you find a solution. And in doing so, I hope I would set a good example for the year fours and any other grade. Secondly, along with being literal ears, I would try and fit you in. Now, not meaning you have no fashion, let me lend you a jacket. I'm meaning if you want to hang out with the year 5 6s in big ball, just walk right into a round. I know some of you in the crowd love big ball and are really good at it, but you never get to play because it's a 5-6 game. So here's your chance. This year I'll let you be the star. But thirdly, I am going to tell you that I go in everything that is giving out. Every activity. I don't care if I've never done it before and I think I'm going to be bad at it. I'm going to give it a go. And I really hope that influences every single one of you. To the ones that are good at sport, try something artsy if you never have. To the ones that are good at more indoor things, you should actually try sport. It's really fun. Try everything that comes at you. This school is full of opportunities, and if you're not trying them, you're missing out. And lastly, I believe I am a good sport. I sit out when I get out, and even if I don't agree, I still walk out. Sometimes I don't get out, but I'm fine with being the one who goes off the field to make the teams even and prevent any fights. Yes, the speech is over and done. I hope that wasn't too boring, and I hope from the bottom of my heart it entertained you. Anyhow, I really hope and want you to consider voting me as one of the roles, prefect, vice captain, or captain. If you did, it would make my next year even greater.
Good morning, teachers, parents, and students. For those of you who don't already know me, please, I'm 11 years old and love my family, animals, and craft. I have a younger sister, Zoe, who also attends Iluka Public School, who is in year 2. I would like to thank you all for attending the 2021 Captain, Vice Captain, and Prefect speeches. I just want to take a moment to tell you all how wonderful Iluka Public School is and why I believe I would make a great captain. When I moved to this school 3 years ago, I was nervous about going to a new school and worried. However, I had nothing to worry about as I was welcomed by friendly staff and students and have since realized that this is just how our school is. Teachers go out of their way every day to support us and make sure we are able to reach our full potential and pushing us to try harder. This is what makes our school special. If I was to become school captain, I would make sure that all students feel welcomed and safe while at school. I would do my best to uphold school rules and values and always lead by example for younger students and my peers. Mufti Days are one of my favourite fun events at school. And if I was school captain, I would try to persuade Mr. Bradmore to bring in more Mufti Days to support different causes. I look forward to the responsibility that this role may bring for me if I were elected for any of the positions, as I enjoy doing sports shed and taking down the flags. I try my hardest at all that I do and believe I am a great listener and a responsible student and will be a fair leader for Iluka Public School. Thank you all for listening and good luck to everyone else reading their speeches today.
Good morning, staff, students, and carers. I'm Ashton. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I am 11 years old. I grew up here, then went to a different school near Coffs Harbour. or Corindi Public School. The school was not as good because when I was there was a bully. And I felt like I was the most targeted kid because I was the new kid. I am so glad that I am back at this school. I have many memories from my time here. Even though I left and came back, I still have good memories from kindy, year 1 and year 4. Some of them amazing days remain magical to me. Now, you might be thinking, what sports do I play? And my answer to that is skating and cricket. I believe that you should give everything a go, especially if you have not tried it before. I have liked soccer, cricket, touch, tennis, big ball, and more. I am very supportive. I will encourage you until I lose my voice, then start writing on paper saying, "You got this." Why you should vote me for captain. But before I start, you don't have to vote me. Now, I will tell you why I should be captain. I will always help you. I am an independent worker. I would love to help any time, especially if one of you gets hurt or needs help. I will always wear my uniform. Thanks for listening.
Good morning, staff, parents, special guests, and students. And today I am going to tell you why I would be a good captain, vice captain, or prefect. But before, I would also like to say good luck to my peers. I participate in many sports such as netball, basketball, tennis, and more. I also participate in the school's debating team and would proudly stand up and speak for Iluka Public School. I enjoy math, art, and love to learn about different things. I would like to be a leader for this school because I believe that I can make a difference for our wonderful school. I believe I will stand up and do the right thing. I will take care of students if they are having a bad day. I will participate in every opportunity that is provided at the school, such as sports and more. And I will give it my best shot, even if I end up not being the best. I will help students succeed in everything they do and will try to help them achieve their goals. I am very responsible, respectful, brave, and show resilience. I tell the truth and listen to my peers and teachers' feedback. I will love to be captain because I take pride in wearing the prawn on my shirt and would be ecstatic if I got to call myself captain, vice captain, or prefect of Iluka Public School. I will show positivity and enthusiasm. I will strive to encourage students to try their best in everything they do and motivate my fellow students. I will be cooperative, helpful, well-mannered, trustworthy, and responsible towards everybody at Iluka Public School, whether it be a parent, student, special guest, my peers, or members of the school staff. I like to play many sports such as basketball, netball, tennis, and more. I like to eat as well. I love to play with my friends at school because it's like a little competition between us. I don't like it when people are sad or angry or if people yell at each other. I love when I see a positive attitude from everyone. I love to come to school and see all the kids' happy smiles because it makes me delighted. Quotes inspire me to be a better person and strive to reach my goals. Some of my favourite quotes are, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them," Walt Disney. Another one is, "A winner is a dreamer that never gives up," Nelson Mandela. Both of these quotes inspire me to be the best person I can be and would encourage me to be the best leader I can be for Iluka Public School. I would also like to say thank you to everyone who has taught me through almost 7 years I've been here. Thank you, Mr. Bradmore, for giving us all these opportunities in the school. Thank you, Mrs. Essery, for teaching me in kindy to colour inside the lines and to write in my handwriting book. Mrs. Gardner, thank you for teaching me about convicts and more. Mr. Jones, thank you for teaching me STEM is a really fun activity. Mrs. Cunningham, thank you for teaching me my times tables and a lot more. Mr. Spears, thank you for teaching me limericks and poetry while I was in your room. And thank you, Mrs. Howard, for teaching me art. And I would like to say thank you to SLSOs in the school for doing quick smart with us through all these years. I really enjoy how you would help us and thank you again. I believe that if I don't get the position of captain, vice captain or prefect, that I will still strive to reach my goals and still help my peers to lead the school. I will have a growth mindset and try my best in schools because I know that knowledge is power. So before I take my seat, would you consider voting me, Tandia Stanford, for captain, vice captain or prefect for 2021? Even if I don't, I know that we will have some great leaders next year. So good luck to my peers and thank you all for listening.
Before I start my speech, I want to acknowledge my fellow peers here today. The courage you need to get up here is unreal, but here we are and we're in this together. The purpose of this speech is to seal the deal for you guys to vote me as one of your 2021 leaders. Let's get it started. I love this school so much. I have been a part of this school since I was 5 and now I'm 11. That's over half of my life. So it would truly be appreciated if you voted for me to be your captain, vice captain or prefect. Any of those roles will give me the opportunity to represent our school by welcoming visitors or attending assemblies and special events with pride. How about I tell you a little bit more about myself? Well, I think I am pretty funny. I am known for my witty sense of humour. I love my sport, including cricket, footy, soccer, tennis, and I have even represented the school in touch footy, cricket and soccer. I am self-driven to persist through anything. My favourite subjects include maths, poetry, debating, science and STEM. I love animals. I have pets at home like dogs, a cat and some fish. My hobbies are gaming, skating, hanging with my friends and sports like footy. What I do at lunchtime is play big ball, tennis, soccer or cricket, so maybe you can come and play with me. This school is awesome and I am proud to say there are no bullies thanks to the dedicated Year 6s and the support of the fantastic teachers, as well as all of us making an effort to be kind to each other. If chosen as your 2021 leader, I will strive to make your school memories the best they can possibly be. If you fall over on the concrete, I will help you up and take you to the sick bay if needed. Or if someone breaks the rules, I'll enforce the rules in a nice way. You can trust me with a secret. My behaviour carries on out of school, so if I notice you, I'll say hi and I hope you will do the same. Like everybody, I have imperfections, but I do something different. I strive on those imperfections, like you should too, by using them to make yourself a better person. I remember all our current and previous leaders, like Hudson, Amy Lee, Izzy, Dakota, Millie, Molly, Bella, Nick, and many more. All those amazing leaders have held that position I'm going for today. And over the years, they have shown me the responsibility of taking that role on. But I am pumped and so ready to fill that role. So please vote me as your captain or vice captain. You will definitely not be let down. Honestly, I won't let any of you down. It would truly be appreciated by me. I will strive to accomplish my goal of being an amazing leader to the best of my ability. I will strive to be the very best and be capable of helping everybody I can. It would really complete the end of my primary school years. I will join in as many extracurricular activities as I can. A good captain is understanding, nice, well-spoken, confident, funny, smart, independent, and I fit all those qualities. But if you vote me, I will still be those qualities, but 10 times better. I will be like Bluey and Bingo, or SpongeBob and Patrick. Their friendships will never end. That's like me in the school. That's how much I love this school. I have a strong bond with all my friends. And I'll share my advice with everybody I can. And say if you ask me for the answer in maths or something, I won't just tell you the answer. I'll help you learn how to get the answer. My friends are the best. I have had many over the 10 years and 5 months I've been in Iluka, and in the past 6 years at this wonderful school. And I will make many more here with you guys. No matter what happens here today, we are very lucky to have such a great choice of potential leaders for the next year. And I wish the very best to the candidates sitting behind me. So thank you for listening to my speech and take it into consideration when you're voting to consider 2021 captain. Thanks for your time and enjoy the rest of the day. Just remember, vote one Jack. Vote one Jack.
Good morning, staff, parents and students. Today I am running for school captain.
Before I begin, I would like to wish all my classmates good luck. Now, I will talk a little bit about myself. I am 11 years old and I have been at Iluka Public School for nearly 4 years now. I came from Byron Bay. I moved here in year 2. I was super nervous on my first day, and to make it worse, I didn't even have my normal teacher. It was library day. I was so scared, but luckily, everyone in my class was welcoming and I had a wonderful day. I love to play sports and play the piano. My favourite colour is blue. You may know my brother Jack. He is 14 and 2 years ago he got Prefect. I would be so grateful following his footsteps to either get Prefect, Vice Captain or Captain. I have 4 pets, 2 dogs, a cat and a turtle. Back in 2016, when I was in year 2, I made it into the Say No to Bullying competition. The theme was respect. If you don't know what it is, I will tell you. So basically, you have to draw a poster that shows respect. I got to go to Sydney with my brother. They showed my drawing to heaps of other kids that made it in too. I also love long distance running. I made it to regionals last year and came 18th. I love doing athletics with my friend Emma. This year, we both made it to state, but sadly it got cancelled because of COVID-19. I have represented the school in many ways, including PWSA soccer, PWSA touch football, zone level for swimming and athletics, regional level for cross country, basketball and softball. Now on to why I would make an amazing captain. I know I would make an amazing captain because I am respectful and honest. I will help out whenever anything needs to be done or if anyone needs help. Like if they fall over and hurt themselves, I will help them get up or go get a teacher. Even if I don't get anything, I will still be as helpful as possible and will always be nice to everyone. I believe I am a good role model and have a growth mindset. I am a very hard worker and put 100% effort into everything I do. I am very organised and committed to tasks. I will make sure everyone's opinions and ideas are considered and make sure everyone feels safe and happy while at school. I am very friendly and hope everyone feels welcome to come and talk to me. So this is why you should consider voting me, just because I would be a positive captain and role model for Iluka Public School in 2021. Thank you for listening and have a great morning.
Good morning, teachers, carers, and students, and I'm 10 years old. Today I'm running for school captain, and if you can't tell, I'm so scared to be speaking right now as this is something I probably would not have had the courage to do before. Now let me tell you a bit about myself. Before I came to the school, I attended a school in Hull. It was alright there, but I believe this school is better. I like to play sports such as touch footy, basketball, cricket, and many more. My favourite subject is creative writing, spelling, and art. If I become captain, I will help you when you need help, like climbing up the spiderweb or getting across some of the bars. I know I'm not the best student, but I'm starting to be more sensible this year in class and try to go in everything I can. I like to help everyone if they're hurt or if they just need a teacher, and I will take them there. You might be thinking, how would I be a good captain? Well, I would wear my school uniform every day. I will do my homework, I will be sensible in the playground, and I will help others when they need it. I honestly think I'll be a good captain, but that's in my opinion, and hopefully yours too. Thank you. Vote me Blaine for school captain.
Morning, teachers, parents and students. Firstly, I would like to wish everyone who will be reading their speech today the best of luck. I'm up here today to tell you why I would make a great school captain, vice captain or prefect. Before I tell you why I would make a good school leader, I am going to tell you a little bit about myself. In my family, I have my mum, dad, 3 brothers, Zane, Ashlyn, Lynn, my puppy Zola, and me. If you're wondering how life is with 3 brothers, well, I'll tell you, it's the worst. They are very annoying, as you would expect, but they do come in handy when the garbage needs to be taken out. I've been at this school for 6 years, ever since kindergarten. In that time, I have made many good friends, some who are still at this school and some who aren't. I have got so many special memories of all the years I have spent here, memories that I'll remember for a long time. I have also grown as a person over the years. And no, I don't mean in height, even though I am pretty tall. Another thing you should know about me is that I'm 11 and I love sport. I love soccer, basketball, netball, tennis, touch, and basically every sport I try. I'm also a kind and helpful person. I like to play with my friends and my cousins in my spare time. I also love to sing and listen to music. I enjoy being creative. Drawing is another thing I like to do. So now you know a little more about me. I'll tell you why I'll make a great school leader. I believe I am responsible and respectful. I am honest and I care about our school. You can always count on me to help. If you come to me, I promise that I will help you in any way I can. You can rely on me because I am fair and I believe that everyone should be treated the same. At the start of my speech, I was very nervous, as you would expect. Now, I feel a little more relaxed. I am a confident person who enjoys talking to other people. I like meeting new people. Next year, I'll be trying out for all the sports teams on offer. Why don't you come and join me? I am going to give the debating team a go. I love to try new things and I give 100% in everything I do. Next year, I am also going to help encourage and motivate other kids trying new things to do. Because you never know if you never try. Thank you so much for listening to my speech. And remember, vote Genoa #1.
Good morning, teachers, parents, and students. For those who may not know me, and today I am running for the responsibility of a leadership position, school captain, vice captain, or prefect. Before I continue my speech, I'd like to tell you about myself. I have attended Iluka Public School since kindergarten until this day. I have a large variety of hobbies that vary from musicals to sports. On the weekends, I like to keep myself busy by staying active. Some things that I enjoy doing are bike riding, going to the beach, hanging with my friends, and at the moment, rehearsing for the Wizard of Oz play. I very much enjoy my schoolwork and achieve to do my best in every subject, which shows in what I've accomplished over 6 years. Recently, receiving many school and CWA awards. Also recently, the Passion for Reading Award from Kevin Hogan. I had no idea. I will always remember those times in kindergarten when I got pulled up for playing with the Velcro on my shoe. But all these little pull-ups through the years have taught me how to self-discipline and to respect others. Reasons why I would make a great leader is I'm responsible, reliable, and respectful. I wear the palm with pride and will be the best role model I can for the younger students. I believe that every student matters. They all should feel included, happy, and equal, which is something I will achieve as school leader. Thank you for listening to my speech, and don't forget, vote #1 Kiana.
Hello. Hello, staff, students, parents, and special guests. Today, I'll hopefully be getting you to vote me for captain, vice captain, or prefect. Before we start, I would like to acknowledge my fellow Year 5 students behind me, for I know how hard it is to come out and present publicly. Hi, my name is Ace, and if you didn't already know, well, I don't blame you, because I'm sort of new in a way. Even though I started here this year, feel like I started in kindy because of how much the kids have made me feel valued. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Before I came to this school, I really disliked school, but now I love it. I have one brother, Bowie, and two parents, Brooke and Tab. Before I came to this beautiful school, I was in Bruns, and not even kidding, I was bullied. People called me Face and other mean names. We got it sorted out, but that hurt, and I want no one to feel how I felt. I believe I'm a good role model because at my last school, I was SRC 4 times. SRC stands for Student Representative Council, which it's a big deal for me. Because when you run for it, you have to stand up and speak in front of your peers and prepare a speech. And it sort of prepares me for this speech. I love to skate and surf. I think I'm okay at skating, but I'm not the best at surfing. But I do it anyway, because it's fun. I promise next year, even if I'm not captain, prefect, or vice captain, I will try my hardest in every sporting event. I set a goal in term 2. It's to get the courage to do the speeches, and I know I achieved it. I think I would like to be a captain because of my responsibility of being a leader of this wonderful school. Okay, some more about my understanding of a good role model. I believe a good role model is kind, sharing, fair, and well-behaved, and many more. So, the only reason why I'm doing this is 100% the school is because of how many speaking opportunities. Like, for example, I've been in the debating team twice, and I will also speak at the morning assemblies, and that's why it's giving me the opportunities to speak. I believe I have a great public speaking voice, and I hope you think the same. So before I can bore all of you guys to death, I'll finish it here. So you know the drill. Vote 1, Ace. Thank you for listening.
Hello students and teachers of Iluka Public School. My name is Kobe. I'm standing here in front of you today to prove to you all that I would be a great leader of Iluka Public School. I will show acts of kindness, I will help you whenever you need, and I will take pride as a member of Iluka Public School. I have been at this wonderful school since kindy. I'm quite good at sports, mainly soccer and touch. I like the monkey bars and the tennis court, and handball of course. I have tried my hardest to be responsible and kind, and look at me now, speaking in front of the whole school, memories all around me. My achievements have been making it to small schools in swimming, cross-country, and the running carnival. I have represented the school in some PWSA sports, like soccer, touch, and basketball. To be a school leader, you must be responsible, a good listener, mature, and confident. That's why I've gained the courage to come up here today. I would like to thank Miss Essery, Miss Gardner, Mr. Jones, Miss Cunningham, and Mr. Spears for teaching me. Also, thank you admin ladies when I have hurt myself or I have been sick. Thank you for preparing me for what lies ahead. Also, thank you to Mr. Bradwell for being the best principal you can be. Finally, although I cannot promise Fanta in the bubblers or lollies in the canteen, I can promise that with me as your school leader, I will try my hardest to make you feel safe, happy, and well looked after at Iluka Public School. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonas. As you could tell, I am pretty scared right now, especially since the higher-ups are listening. I would like to be captain, but we all know that getting captain would be very unlikely, so I'm aiming for prefect. But if I do get captain, I would be very surprised. And the first thing I would do as captain is thank Year 6 and thank you, the crowd, for making this happen. But enough blabbering about the future. It's time to tell you a little bit about me and what exactly I do. Well, most of the time I'm playing video games, but that's over at home, not school. Usually at school I play handball, big ball, Lego, basketball, and I sometimes draw. If you were wondering, I was born in Canberra, moved to Grafton, then to South Grafton, and now I'm here. I promise you that I would never, ever trash talk someone. I only ever trash talk my big brother. That's the only acceptable time for trash talk. But don't worry, it's all for laughs. We're still big brothers. We're still brothers anyway. Uh, I have been silly sometimes at school, but those times was when I wasn't in my zone. Like, for example, my mathematicals were below my average, so I was sad. But that never happened. Anyway, I'm going to list some positives about me to counter the negatives. I'm trying out class sport and trying to understand the movements instead of just sitting around doing nothing. I have reasonably good bounce back skills. I'm becoming more familiar with the keyboard. I can dance to some extent. I'm getting better at public speaking. I always try and have a go, and I sometimes have really good chats. If you want to chat with me, I'm usually at the top of the stage stairs, and if I'm not, I'm either A, sick, or B, sitting with my friends. And that's it. I hope you somewhat enjoyed this speech. I know I didn't. And good luck, fellow U-Fighters. Thanks for listening to my speech.
Good morning, students, staff, parents, and special guests. I'm 11 years of age, and I would like to wish my fellow mates good luck. I have two brothers, you probably know them. Reef, the eldest. He will be heading off to high school next year, and Ragnar in kindergarten, heading to year 1. I have been at this school for roughly 6 years, heading to 7 years. These 6 years have been a great time. So many things have changed over the years. I have had so many awesome memories with every excursion I went to and carnivals. I would like to say to all the teachers that have had me in the past 6 years, thank you for teaching me. I finally learned how to self-regulate. My hobbies are football, cricket, swimming, camping, fishing, diving, motorbike riding, and gaming. Yes, gaming is in my spare time. I like playing with my friends on PlayStation and playing survival games like Terraria, Minecraft, The Forest, Skyrim, Fallout 4, and more. I've represented the school in PWSA cricket, swimming, and touch football gala day. I have participated in cricket through school. It was really fun. I also went to touch football gala day. That was one of the funnest days of my life. I am here standing before you, anxiously but with pride. I would be honoured to follow in my father's footsteps, who once represented this school as vice captain. I reassure you that I am worthy enough of being a captain, vice captain, or even a prefect. Now I realise how much school is important and how much you need an education and learn through primary and high school. I have had a few accomplishments like swimming. I made it to zone 3 or 4 times. And football, I have had man of the match who knows how many times. I encourage you to vote me captain, vice captain, or prefect. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, staff, students, and parents. Today I'm going to tell you why I would make a great leader. But I also want to tell you, these are my best friends. I wish them best of luck. At my old school, there were these group of bullies. They mainly bullied my friends and I. They made me and my friends not feel welcomed at all. But when I came to this school, I felt welcomed and accepted by everyone. Before I tell you how I can be a great leader, I'll tell you a bit about myself. I have one brother and one sister. My sister is in high school, but you'll know my brother Sandon. I love playing sports, getting to know new people, and I love to help people. I hope you can help me get one of my dreams of being captain or vice captain. I'm not picky. I've been to 2 schools, and I reckon that this school is best so far. This school would be a dream school to come to, so we're all lucky to come to the school. I have never been at the brown tables. The worst I've gotten in trouble is the teachers have told me to be quiet. I think that has happened to everyone. I don't really like talking in front of people. I'm a quiet person. I get really nervous, but I'm really proud of myself for trying. I'm a great role model, and I would never hurt a soul. I've only been here for 2 years, and I know, but I'm sure that I know you, and you know that I'll be a great leader. I'll contribute in every carnival and every sport, play with you, and be a good leader. I love playing cricket, going fishing, soccer, and many ball games and stuff. I will help the new kiddies come to their big school, and I'll help you if you need help. I am honest, kind, and trustworthy. I am honest because I don't lie. I'm kind because I'm extra polite, and I'm trustworthy because you can trust me to be there for you. I could even do the sports shed if my friends forget. I'll go lend you a soccer ball or a footy. If your friends aren't here at school, you can come to me and I'll let you play with my friends. Even if I don't get captain or prefect, I'll still do all that stuff. Although it would be one of my highlights of the year. That is why I think you should vote for me. And remember, vote 1J.
Good morning, staff, parents, and students. Before I start, I would like to wish all my fellow classmates good luck. Today, I'll be explaining why I would make a great captain, vice captain, or prefect. I believe I would make an amazing captain, vice captain, or prefect because I have all the qualities needed to make a great leader. I have been very fortunate to have attended Iluka Public School for 6 years going on to 7. Us Iluka Public School kids have been extremely grateful to not only have our wonderful teachers, but also great leaders before us. I also come from a family who run a very successful business in town. They also have been influential in guiding me into the person I am today. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a very sporty girl that has had a very fortunate and wonderful life growing up in Iluka. I have 3 siblings, Samantha, Amanda, and Jared. My eldest sister Amanda has had 2 children, so that makes me an auntie. I have multiple pets, 1 dog named Cookie, and many budgies I can't even count. I have represented Iluka Public School in all the PWSA sporting teams since I was in Year 3, such as state athletics, state softball, soccer, touch football, state cricket, netball, swimming, and cross country. Being good at sport doesn't come naturally. You have to work for it. You have to train really hard. I believe if you start something, you should follow it through to the very end. My hobbies are cricket, netball, tennis, athletics, basketball, surfing, skateboarding, and Ninja Warrior. My dislikes are nothing. I like everything in the world. I really love any challenge, especially sports. I love chocolate and lollies, but my all-time favorite food is butter chicken. So let me tell you why I would make an excellent leader of our school. I am very respectful and honest to everyone, especially students and staff. I make friends quite easily with everyone and make sure no one is left out. I believe I have the right qualities and mindset of a future leader. I am a determined, kind, respectful, hard worker, and a very loyal person. I believe I would be a great captain, vice captain, or prefect to you all here at Iluka Public School. The reason I want to be a leader at this school is because I want people to follow in my footsteps and strive to keep going and don't give up. Something I've learnt through sport. I believe I would make an excellent leader as I am a positive person that shows great sportsmanship. I have a can-do attitude and never give up. I like to see the good in everyone and I won't let people put others down. I want you all to know I am here to help at any time. If you feel like you're going through a rough time, I want you to know that I am here to help. You just have to ask. Even if it's really difficult, between us, I'm sure we can find a solution. So that sums up why I believe you should vote for me as one of the 2021 Iluka Public School leaders. I would be extremely grateful to get any position as a leader of this great school.
So when you're voting, please consider your captain, vice captain, or prefect. Thank you everyone for listening to me today. Before I start, I'd like to welcome elders past, present, on which we meet on this land today. Hello, I am Phoenix. I live in Iluka. Our hobbies are cricket, parkour, soccer, cricket, and many more. Even though I can be silly at times, I can still be responsible. I have been on level 2 and you've probably seen me at the round table. It's not a good thing to be at the round table. I reckon I'd be a great captain or prefect or vice captain because 1, I'm responsible, 2, I'm fair, 3, I'm nice, and 4, I'm funny. In 2019, I was part of Iluka Macros soccer team. Oh, I turned 11 in the holiday. Yes, I can flip. You might think I'm showing off for attention, but I like being flexible and athletic. Anyway, back to my speech. My favourite colour is purple, my favourite food is tacos. The thing I love to do most are cricket, go swimming, play football, wakeboard. I've got 2 certificates for 2 competitions out of 3. To be honest, I'm going for captain, vice captain or prefect, but mainly prefect, because I'm going to leave the responsibility of captain and vice captain to 2 other people. I can have my ups and downs like sitting at the round tables. The next year I will improve my actions by taking deep breaths and walking away from situations I can't handle. Over these last 6 years I've seen some great captains. And I'd like to thank Miss Essery for giving me a great start and Caleb for introducing me into the school. I love this school and love to be captain, vice captain or prefect. But I would love to be captain, vice captain or prefect. I know I've said that twice, but really I mean it. Thank you.
Good morning, staff, parents and students. And today I'm here to convince you why you should vote me captain, vice captain or prefect. But before I start, I would like to wish the best of luck to my fellow peers. Firstly, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I come from a family of 5. I have 2 annoying sisters called Jasmine and Lily Rose. They also went to Iluka Public School. You may even know them. I have 2 parents, Mark and Michelle. My mum is a teacher and my dad is a golf pro and works at Iluka Golf Club. I enjoy going to the beach and having a snorkel, surfing, hanging out with my friends, playing cricket, handball, fishing and gaming. My favourite subjects at school are English, PE and STEM. I have been at Iluka Public School for 6 years and those 6 years have been the best years of my life. My most recent favourite memory I've experienced at Iluka Public School is going to the Coffs Harbour Adventure Course. Definitely something you guys should look forward to. Now, you may want to vote for the most popular kid, or vote for the most smartest kid, or even the most funniest kid. Well, clearly, I'm all of these. But seriously, I'm probably none of these. But I'm a kid who genuinely knows all of you sitting here today by your face and name. I'm a kid that always tries his best to be fair, honest and kind. I'm very approachable. I'm encouraging and understanding. I want to know about your day, whether you're having a great day, a bad day, or if you're excited or anxious about something. I will always be there. So remember this, if you ever need help or just a chat, you can always come to me and I'll try my best to help you. I enjoy getting involved with people from all different ages. I've faced many challenges over my time at Iluka Public School, and I too are learning every day just like you. I'm not perfect, far from it. I struggle with many things regarding school, but I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone and try new things. I'm always looking to make life fair for everyone and would love the chance to make America, Iluka Public School an even better place for you. Ever since I saw how great the previous Year 6 leaders were and what awesome role models they were, it has always been my dream to be captain or prefect. I would love the chance to wear the prefect badge with pride and honour. So what makes my speech different from my fellow peers? Not much, because I'm sure it would mean a lot to us all to have the privilege of being a school leader. So really, all you need to know is that if you vote for me to be your school leader, I will do whatever I can to help make your experience at Iluka Public School a better one. At the end of the day, I will give you my support and time and I will always have your back. So when it comes time to vote, don't think twice. As your next school captain, vice captain, or school prefect for 2021, thank you and peace out.
Morning staff, teachers, students and special guests. And today I'm here to convince you why I would make a good prefect, vice captain or captain. I have been at this school since kindergarten, and what's pretty cool is that my mum and dad used to go to school as well. Get this, they have Mr. Bramwell as well as us. Don't worry Mr. Bramwell, they just look the same. I usually don't like to read out in front of an audience, so this has been a goal of mine this year. I am a kind and caring student. I love to help kids when they are upset or hurt. I will try to make them strive out of their comfort zones. My hobbies are soccer, dancing, walking my dogs and riding my bike. Sometimes I like to push myself to go on everything, and if I was you, I would go on everything, because it might be a thing for you. I want to be a leader of this school because in my opinion, I think I would make a good leader. I'm nice to everyone and I will help them if they need help. Even if I'm not a prefect, vice captain or captain, I'll still look after the school and everyone who goes to the school. Thank you for saying best of luck.